On this planet, we tend to think that one has a faith in something, and that's certainly possible. You can have faith in a set of beliefs, you can have faith in a person or faith in something in particular. Ultimately, though, faith is faith in oneself. And the law of one, as all mystical teaching indicates, that the deepest self and the creator are one and the same thing. So faith ultimately is faith in the creator and faith in the true nature of reality. And in that regard, it is the bridge to infinity, the doorway to mystery. It is that which transcends the illusion and all possible limitations. Ra likens faith to what they call intelligent infinity. Ra indicates that the will within us, the willpower, the faculty of will, is the single measure of our rate of growth. They say that its importance cannot be overestimated. It is the driver of evolution within us. It is that which writes the script for our multi-incarnational journey. It is that which sets our trajectory, aims us upon our path, and selects the destination as we perceive it, or the goal. And that which unfolds for us in this intelligent universe is a function of the will within us. And Ra indicates that that will can be harnessed through conscious awareness and development and exercises to discipline that will, strengthen it, aim it, and use it for spiritual evolution. And for the student of the positive polarity, that will be aimed towards service to others, towards discovery of the self, acceptance of the self, forgiveness of the self, and likewise acceptance and discovery and forgiveness and love of all others and the creation about one. It is the single most important aspect of the self for charting one's journey, and it is operated in conjunction with faith. They go hand in hand like two sides of the same coin. The law of one cosmology describes creation itself, the infinite universe that we can see and we can't see, that we can imagine and not imagine, is a journey of the creator knowing itself through infinite variety and infinite forms. What's fundamental to all of those forms on any plane of existence is free will. Each aspect of the creator, whether and especially a human being or a tree or anything in manifest creation, has free will within it to experience itself, to make choices. Those choices may be complex as they are on our level, or they may be very simple as they are at the level of, say, bacteria. So that will embedded in every aspect of creation is responding to an environment that adapts intelligently to that will. So its importance is paramount in that which unfolds for the entity. And faith is particularly important in our experience, because in the third density, Ra describes our experience of being one where the truth of the unity of all things is veiled from us. We do not see the truth of the unity of all things and our oneness with all of life because of this veil. We instead have a vivid, tangible experience of being separate from all that there is. And it is only by faith that we can penetrate or pierce or move through that veil to begin to glimpse the infinite nature of reality and ourselves. So faith is not only key to the mystical path, but also just for achieving really so many things that we set our minds to. We can't see the future. We can't know the outcome in advance. We can't know if where we aim our will bear the fruit that we intend. So it is only by faith that we can work toward a destination or an outcome. Faith that we can reach the destination that we set our will toward. Any human on this planet can attest to how painful and difficult the experience here is, how saturated with suffering and confusion it can be. And faith is that one faculty that can allow the self to release its grip, to release the need to control, to order things as the self prefers, and instead to accept, to surrender, to, and I think this is the most synonymous word with faith, trust. Not trust in what a religious institution says is true, but trust that that which is occurring to you is as it should be, is as you need for your spiritual evolution. Or if you don't want to work with the concept of need, then that which is occurring to you is rather can be used for your own learning and your own spiritual evolution. In this release is a freedom from fear. And this goes hand in hand with the empowerment of will, because while some seem to be genetically born with this faith and this trust, it can be invoked by taking the leap into the unknown. It is frightening. There seems to be no support to stand on when one takes this leap, but that is why it is called the leap into midair, because one jumps without knowing that there is a safety net. They jump and trust. They see beyond what seems to be occurring on the surface of life. However difficult or however victimized one may seem to be, they trust, and this faith causes the relationship to the moment to change. It allows for empowerment and the creator to come into and through the self, and it is invoked. It is a choice that the will makes. And the empowerment then that also can come in via the use of the will is the same empowerment that can choose to create, choose to chart one's path, rather than, as so many of us naturally do, react unconsciously to life. The more conscious that one makes the will, the more that one is charting their own journey, and not in a way which seeks to control and configure life to the desired preferences, but in a way that can accept life, accept the self, and seek the creator with the fullness of one's heart. And for my final thought in that regard, will is empowering because it's not necessarily exercise in an extreme, like Herculean sort of moment where one lifts up the boulder over one's head, but is exercised in the slow and sustained use of it to carry one forward step after step through the long and arduous journey that is the spiritual path on this planet.